All right. All right. Hello, my name is Benjamin Piper, also goes by Golden Bacon. I'm here today with Tevin Jones, local singer and rapper here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Tevin, how are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you for having me, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, no worries at all. How was Hazards?
Busy,
No
busy,
shit.
busy, man. I can't be mad. There for the fun and the money, and both are
Yeah.
happening. So I
Do you
can't I
get good
can't be
money
mad.
from there?
I'll make good enough money there. Yeah, good
That's
enough to
good.
stay there. Good
That's
enough to stay
good.
there.
Yeah, of course there's slow nights and then there's busy nights, like Thursdays there's just karaoke and there's only a handful of us, but like a Friday night and a Saturday night and the weather's nice,
Oh, dude.
God, that
Last
place
night
is
was
packed.
insane.
Yeah.
Last night was crazy. It was about like five rows back, and it was just nonstop
Mhm.
from like 10 p.m. till 1:30 a.m. Just
Oh, I believe it.
nonstop. So it was
Yeah.
crazy last night. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thursdays are hit and miss, but some Thursdays it gets lit.
Yeah.
Most Thursdays it's just like the squad, but
Well, I like those $2 refills on the well drinks. I mean, those go crazy, dude.
well, now they're switching it. They're doing a new cup night starting next month, this
Oh
coming
shit.
Thursday. And I think it's like $12 cups and then quarter refills.
Don't tell me that.
I know, bro. I'm scared,
I'm like,
dog.
oh fuck.
I'm scared, bro. I'm like,
Bro,
no,
I'm gonna
quarter
be fighting for my life.
fighting for my life, bro. Every day, every Thursday, I fight for my life. Now y'all gonna. It's like, how can we really Tevin up? How
So
can we
what was the
really?
rules back in the day? Because I remember there was like free refills or something, like just straight up.
Yeah, bro. So it was like $10 cups and then free refills, and so it was just even more insane. Bottomless cups. So it was just like, I'm glad I wasn't there for that, bro. I would have
Oh
quit for sure.
shit. I don't even know how they functioned. I mean, I heard like, some police got involved at one point and then the owners had to like basically just turn it off altogether because it was that crazy.
I believe it, bro. I mean, the people that show up now are wild, and I can only imagine with bottomless cups. Jeez, I mean, I would have been wild and shit. Let me
Okay,
come in.
I have to ask this question. I know we haven't even got to your music at all, but I don't care. What's up with the
What?
DJs at Hazards? Like
What do you
they're
mean?
not great. They're like it's like we're okay, we're playing Tyler Chillers and then Fetty Wap and then Britney Spears. What is that?
It's okay. So it's because Hazard is a country club. It's a saloon club. So you
Okay.
still the rule is like every 7 songs is supposed to be country. For every 7 songs, three like hip hop or pop songs.
Okay.
And so that's the formula they follow. And then you'd be surprised, bro. Like a lot of people, like they got to fight for that. Like most DJs will play just like whatever.
Hmm.
And so management like usually has to fight them to be like play some country because people just request
Yeah.
everything else because it's a club too. And everyone ends their
Yeah.
night there. So it's like how much I'm gonna say this as nicely as I can. How much fun country, dance country can you really get to at one
Yeah.
thirty? Not to
Yeah.
diss on Nashville or nothing like that. What y'all be doing out there? Y'all be popping
Yeah, I
off,
love
but
Nashville. Nashville's great. It's a lot of
I've never
fun.
been. I've never been, but it sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. But I guess we should start talking about you.
Busy,
So for
brother.
for anyone out there who haven't heard your music before, how would you describe your music?
Oh, that's a great question. I would describe it as a modern. My writing is about. Okay, let me start like this. My sound is from the '90s. My writing is from like the 2000s, but then it's over this like modern sound, right? So
Mhm.
it's kind of a combination of everything that I am, and I think Iowa culture as well. There's a ton of white people and a ton of country music here, but there's also like these splots and blots of um, culture. Even in its
Mhm.
own right, Iowa has its own culture, and so it's my music is very much the same. I'm very versatile. I have country music out. I have pop music. I have jazz, blues music. I have hip hop. I have R&B. And so I think it's just a culmination of like my life You know, my parents are 90s, like 70s and 80s babies. So I
Mhm.
listened to a lot of old school music growing up and then kind of grew into my own in Iowa music being like, so I grew up with 14 or 12 brothers.
Oh,
And I was the
yeah.
first one to listen to like Z102.9 and like
Yeah.
2000s rock and like,
Yeah, no,
the
I know
indie.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, the
Yeah.
2010s.
Yeah, bro. And so it was, I'll see, you're younger than me. I'm thinking 2000s. I'm gonna take a decade
No,
off, but
I was still there, like 2008, Black Eyed Peas,
for sure.
yeah, Kesha was getting her start, Miley Cyrus, Lena Gomez,
Akon was busting
yep,
then.
who else? Daft Punk,
But even like Blink 182, I was into
oh,
like
yeah,
Blink 182. I was into
hmm
um what is it? Green Day, like all that. So it was like a
I like
mix
Green
of
Day.
all that. And so yeah, though I just throw it into my music, just everything that's been a part of my life. I just throw it into my music.
Yeah, so you mentioned a couple inspirations, but what would you say is your biggest inspiration? Like, what's your go-to?
Ooh, off the top of the dome, I would have to say Frank Ocean is like my ultimate inspiration.
Mhm.
His writing, like his just willingness to take risk and like step outside the norm of what anybody was doing with music during then. And then even his marketing strategies. I mean, he took like an 8, 9 year hiatus and he was still like that guy when he
Yeah.
dropped the next, like, so it's like Channel Orange is still like charting high, like top
Yeah.
10, top 20. So it's like he's just incredible artist with an incredible vision. And his music really helped me through like a heavy time in my life. And so, yeah, I have to say off the rip, it would be Frank Ocean, Boys the Men's in there, Chris Brown, Usher obviously is a huge part of that too.
Usher,
So
Usher.
Usher baby.
Usher, baby. Usher, Usher. So, moving to the next question, I guess. For you, what is the songwriting process like for you? Because everyone's always different. Do you go with lyrics first, a melody, a certain
Mm,
track?
that's a tough one. It really depends because like if I'm in the studio like with TNT with Tone and Lim, if we're
Mhm.
recording, we just kind of play. Lim will have a beat, and then we just all just kind of like sit there and freestyle. And then next thing you know, oh, I love that, dude. Go put that on the song at this spot, and then we just kind of build around that. But if I'm solo dolo, I mean, it takes me hours to find a certain sound, a certain beat, and
Mhm.
usually it's situational. Usually it's like, what am I feeling, or what's a situation that just happened to me? Let me write about that, and then I'll listen to the beat, and then I'll usually come up with a chorus first, catchy ass chorus, and then essentially to me the songwriting process, the chorus is just the shortened version of the verse. And
Mhm.
so I'll break the chorus down and be like, okay, this first part is the first verse and the second part is the second verse, and then build a bridge or something around it. But yeah, man, I wish I could say there's just one way that I write music. I will tell you, I'm not one of those guys. Rarely do I write something first and then find a sound or a beat or an instrumental for it.
Mhm.
My brain just doesn't work that way. I got to hear the song. I got to be in the emotion and feel it before I start writing it.
Yeah. I've only had like one or two musicians that I interviewed where that was the case. It's mo more common to make a beat first before you jump into lyrics, sort of thing.
I have a friend of mine. He's a guitarist, and uh, he just started making instrumentals with his guitar.
Mhm.
And now seeing his creative process is very interesting because he'll write bits of stuff and then have the guitar fill it in and then kind of finish the song. It's really dope. It's crazy to see because it makes zero sense. And then when the whole song's done, I'm like, what the fuck? How did you get this? So yeah, shout out to 3J. 3J is that
Shout out
guy.
to 3J, baby.
That motherfucker's talented, man.
All
Super,
right.
super talented.
Shit, maybe next interview, question mark?
Yeah, we'll get him on here, bro.
Question
I
mark?
already told you,
I'm
man.
always looking. I'm always looking. You know,
Tone
I'll
already
talk to
hit me up. He
anyone.
was like, "Who's this dude? Who's this
Who
dude you
the
got to
fuck is
interview
this
with?"
guy in a suit?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the suit fucked me up. I was like, damn, am I
I
underdressed
know
for this?
all the interviews, every single one, always in the suit.
Got that Men in Black vibe on right
Damn
now.
right. I don't even have my sunglasses on, man. It's really nice out though. I might later. Who knows?
Who knows? Throw them things on there.
So I know you grew up with a lot of music in your life, especially with your family and your mom and dad. But what made you want to become a singer yourself?
So my mom was heavy into it. I was, little quick background. I was born with a heart condition, so
Mm.
physical activity, like sports and stuff, was kind of taken off the table for me almost right away. And so my mom knew I needed a healthy outlet and just kind of, and she's a beautiful singer. So she just kind of like gave me something that I can lean on. And then as I got older, I still ended up being able to play sports and stuff. But music was just always there, always around. I did show choir, I did honor choir, and I did, all that stuff. And then I was living in California
Mm.
and I just wanted to make music. I was like, I want to make music that like my future kids could listen to. And so I went to go uh, to the studio out there in California. Shout out to the Sauce Factory, Andy Racosta, Crow Cooks, all of them out in California. And they just shout out to Eric Woods. He was like, "Hey man, do you want to hop on this song?" He saw me at karaoke. Did the
Yeah.
song. It's called. Geez, what is it called? Oh, he's gonna kill me if he sees this interview, and I can't remember
Oh
what it's
God, I better not
Casanova.
tag him. Wait, was it?
Casanova. It's Casanova. Um,
Casanova. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's a dope
We're
song.
good.
And yeah, I did that recording and then fell in love with the studio process and started making more of my own music. And then COVID happened, and
Oof.
I had to move. I moved back to help my dad's food truck business.
Mm.
And Elizabeth Von Presley, geez, I'm just name dropping now. She she
I would
she
like
was
to
like,
nominate
yeah, yeah,
Elias
bro, yeah.
Fancy Ice Bucket Challenge.
So if you need interviews, you know what
No
names.
shit. Apparently, I got like 17 fucking lineups. We're gonna do back
Oh,
to back. We're gonna do back to back. I'm gonna
just
need an
call them right after
editor.
this,
Where's
bro.
Gabby? I need Gabby. She's gonna edit these for me.
And she linked me up with Tom the Boss, and I went to his studio and recorded. And he was like, "Man, he's like, I know you don't want to, like, I don't know if you want to make this a career." And I was like, "I've not really thought about it, you know." And he's like, "You got something, bro." He's like, you gotta let me help you." And so we did the first month of management free, and then that following month I signed to T1. It was actually four
Oh
years
shit.
ago, 5 years ago, April 17th or something like that. And yeah, man, it was and after that it just kind of grew into this thing, and and now I get to make a living off of doing what I love, and it's amazing, man. I love
That's
it.
awesome. Do you have a favorite song you've made in the past? Or an
Ooh,
album?
in the past, yeah. So I have my first album, the audition. I would say hitting though is I was in my basement on my I still have my Mac over here, my little old Mac in my basement, dog, and I had these I rigged up these speakers, these old school speakers my dad gave me, and Crow sent me a beat, and it was on the title of the beat was it's like smacking though or something like that. This is smacking though, or it was the email the CC or whatever. And I was like, oh, bet, let me hit it. And I pressed play and it sparked right away. I was like, it do be hitting though. I couldn't believe it. To the point where my ex, she's upstairs. She's running down the steps. This is a bang. Oh my
That's a
God.
banger.
And I just, yeah, bro, that song, man, every time it's just like it's hitting though. I can't describe it other than that mug hitting, dog.
Fair
So I
enough.
would say, yeah, hitting though is probably my favorite song I've ever made.
Recently, how I found you was actually Carson. Carson
Oh,
told me about because he knew I did all these interviews, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta hit up Tevin, my boy Tevin." I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be easy." And then, um,
hell
and then
yeah.
I listened to what he recommended, and that was Casino Queen, and that was
Yeah.
really good. I was like,
Casino
"Oh
Queen.
shit, this guy is actually good."
Yeah. Casino
Like,
Queen. Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
I
Casino
know
Queen.
it's not as popular, but like locally, anyone I talk to you about they would go listen to Casino Queen for sure.
Yeah, bro. So Casino Queen is going back to like just like everything, every situation I go through, I like end up
Mhm.
writing about it. And I have a brother who's dealing with like mental health stuff, and it was just kind of like this perspective. And I was going through ASAC at the time. I was getting treatment for like this
Mhm.
program to like get my license back. Long story. I don't want to talk about it. I will, you know how I would be. But don't you're not gonna get that out of me. You're not gonna get it out of me. And it was just like this moment of clarity of like seeing people because I had to go to meetings and seeing other people who are like really struggling with this stuff like addiction and everything and seeing how it takes a toll on them mentally. And I just wrote again, found a beat, was listening to beats for like maybe 3 hours and hit next, and I was about done. And then you hear like the down 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 heavy bluesy guitar, and
Yeah.
it just sparked right away. And so that song's very much about just a man or a person just trying to get away from that addiction of it always floating around and it being so tempting and it being sexy and having this grip and hold on you, but knowing that it's dangerous. And so the song just kind of came together, and then the emotions started pulling out. I went to the studio in Waterloo. Shout out to Lyrical TMG. He's a Iowa award-winning engineer,
Wow.
artist. And he, that was my first, like one of my first times there, and he just like stopped the tape and was like, "Man, get that shit out of you! Come on, I want you to cry on this track." And literally, dog, like 12 to 15 tracks that last note at the end, it was like 15 tracks of me just screaming
Really?
over and over again. And Tone's in the studio too. He's like, "Oh, maybe you're gonna kill his voice." He's like, "I don't give a shit. Do it again.
Fucking do it now.
Do it again." And I'm like getting out, like my emotion rises up, and I just belt. And he's like, "That's that shit right there." And yeah, so bro, Casino Queen is just that's my new baby. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's an emotional song, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
banger, bro. It's a
It,
banger.
it's all the club talks about, I tell you that. Seriously, they love that. I'm serious. That's like one of their favorites.
Hell yeah.
But besides, yeah, you can go. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, yeah, that song was just, I mean, it's even Kevin Burt, shout out to the local legend Kevin Burt, he heard me sing it and he's like, "Yeah, man, you got something right here." And so it's shout out to Jay Lim, Soundbox Studios. He did all the cleaning up and tightening up on the vocals. So it was really like this all-star group of people coming together, being able to record in Waterloo with Lyrical, finishing the song with Soundbox with Jay Lim. Yeah, it's one of those ones, man. One of those ones for sure.
All right, so Tevin, at the end of this, I think you're gonna need to give me an entire list of all the people you shout out because I'm not going back when I'm
I
editing and finding all these people and adding them on Instagram.
I'll send you a list, brother. Don't worry,
Yeah,
I
because
got you.
at this point, it's a book. At this
Yeah, we're
point,
just a Rolodex. Just keep.
I'm seriously like it just keeps going.
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm surrounded by
Well, that's
amazing people.
great. No, it's great to have those connections, and I do have some, but nowhere close to that list. I'm getting there though,
We
slowly
gonna
but
get you
surely.
there. We gonna
Oh
get you
yeah,
there.
for sure. Absolutely. So I know you played live before multiple times. Do you have like a favorite like moment playing live or like where the crowd was amazing that night?
Oh man. Let's see. Okay, there's two that come to mind. We were in. I want to say Tempe. No, we were in Tampa. We were in Tampa on tour. And Tone and I did this pop-up show. We went to this club called Airliner or something like that.
Okay.
And it it was like this beautiful like neon club. And we walk in, and you have to check out the podcast, but and essentially everywhere we go, we just have a great fucking time, and somehow it
Yeah.
turns out amazing. And we're kicking it up at this bar, and the bartender happened to be the owner, and we are like talking about how we need to perform, we need to go find somewhere to perform, and she was like, "Yeah, I got y'all music with you," and we are like, "Yep." And so, message artists: carry a flash drive, keep your music with you at all times. Doesn't even if you got your phone, internet don't work all the time. Carry a flash
Mm.
drive. And we plug into the DJ booth, man, and we go crazy. We did one song, and they're like, hell no, encore, encore, encore. We end up
Encore.
doing 3 or 4 songs, and it was a blast, man. And we made so many great connections. Still connected to that bar to this day. And then I think my number one favorite one. Oh, that's a tough one. Young Jock came to CRL, now up in Smoke. And we got to open up for him, and we just debuted Shawty Got Ass featuring Silence. Shout out to my boy Silence, another one I got you. And we debuted that song, and bro, we ended up having like 4 or 5 girls on stage
Oh my
just
God.
throwing ass, dog. And it was one of them dropped down into the split. I gotta send you the video, but I'm literally like
Oh
in
my
selfie
God.
mode, and I see it drop down to the split, and my jaw follows right after. I'm like, and it was so dope. Young Jock came down. He was in the middle of an interview while we were performing, and he comes downstairs to watch us perform and like shakes up with us and like, man, that shit was dope. That shit goes crazy. So it was, yeah. I would say that's probably that's probably my favorite moment. Yeah, those two for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I would say for sure.
It was
Absolutely.
it was nuts, man. The honorable mention. I just had a birthday bash this last December at what is it called? Olympics outside theater, and we debuted our TNT Tanya and Tanya. Me and Tone's moms both are named Tanya, so we made like an
Okay.
EDM song to our moms, and it was like super emotional. Both of our moms were
Oh.
there. We were crying. They were crying. It was a moment, dog. I'm an ugly crier too, bro. So it's like the least attractive photos that you could take. Yeah, it's not good. It wasn't good. It was great, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of venues and just being places you've been, do you have like a dream venue? Like if you could play anywhere in the world, like where would it be?
Ooh. I mean, you always have the bigs. You want to do Madison. Everyone wants to sell out Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
Red Rocks would be amazing.
Yeah, Red
Definitely got to get into
Rocks.
that. Got to get into that
Shout
sphere
out to
now,
Red
bro. That Vegas
Rocks.
sphere. Shout out to Red Rocks. Shout out to Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Um, that Vegas sphere thing looks dope. I definitely want to do a show in there.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Um,
cool as hell.
but next on the list is Wells Fargo Arena, bro. I got to get in there. I
Okay.
got to get to Des Moines, get on that stage,
No,
sell that
you
Molly
can
out.
do that. Gosh, if it's anywhere in Iowa, it's like, bro, like I could either get the connection or like it can happen. It's Iowa. Like, come on. The rules to
It can
that there
ha-
are
it
no
can happen,
rules.
but I want it sold out. You know what I mean? I don't want it to just
Okay,
be
okay. Well,
floor seats are packed. I want
all
it.
right,
I
so
want it sold
I'll
out.
get to the radio stations. I'll put your posters up. We'll be good. All right.
Perfect.
See,
Perfect.
I still got
Perfect.
the posters and everything.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I
Yep.
got mine.
Oh, still
Mine are
got
hanging
it.
in my room. I think.
It's just I don't know how that's coming
Fire.
out.
So
Fire.
fire.
I still got my
This
hazards stamp too.
you're gonna love this, bro. Last night I'm in the bathroom and I'm at a urinal and this dude is peeing in my and the poster's right
Your
in front of
face
him.
right
He's
there.
pissing. He's looking at it and then looks over at me and he looks at it again and he looks over at me and he goes, "Hey man, I'm not trying to check your dick out, but is this you?" Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, that's me. He was like, "Zzz, cool," and then just just walked away. I was like, what the? It was so
That
funny,
guy
bro.
was
It was
definitely
hilarious.
trying to check out your dick.
Man, every time in there, dog. I'm just
I
playing.
know.
I'm just kidding. No,
I was
yeah,
like
bro.
low
It
key
was
afraid
funny as
that
fuck.
something like that would happen, but yeah.
I was like, you can't make this shit up. Dude just looked over. Is that you? Like,
I only
yeah.
had it up for like 2 days too. It already happened.
Yeah, when you drop on Thursday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
I haven't
Last
tried. That
night.
was kind of the experimental phase, honestly, Hazards was, because like I didn't know how long they would stay up. Andy's was already taken down, but that's whatever. I knew that was gonna happen. Um, but like I didn't know where they were gonna be placed. I didn't know if there was a location. I didn't know what the rules were for the owner. That was kind of just like in the moment kind of thing. But like I was gonna put, so Tuesday was gonna be the big day, but I'm going to Chicago on Wednesday, and I don't want to be driving, like a crazy amount, you know.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be Friday. So like
Yeah.
before the clubs and the businesses get crazy, I throw them everywhere right before everyone's outside, and it's a nice day. The weather's looking good. So you got to take account of weather, where it is, when,
Everything, bro.
everything. Timing's everything. Seriously, it really is.
Timing, divine timing is everything, bro.
Like
Like
if you put the posters up on a Friday night and it's a nice day outside, you got thousands and thousands of people looking at that poster. Eventually,
easy.
some of them are gonna say yes.
Scan it, just to
Yeah,
see.
no, seriously, it's just that's it. Done.
I was telling someone the other day, I was like, even your haters are gonna scan it because
Yeah.
they need something to fuel. They need something to fuel their hate.
Well, they're gonna be
So,
curious. They're gonna be, who the fuck is Tevin Jones?
yep. Who the fuck is this guy? Why is he hanging flyers everywhere?
Yeah,
His
exactly.
music can't be that good. And then they listen to it.
Oh
Man,
shit, it's good. Fuck.
man.
God damn it.
Fuck.
God, I wanted it to be bad.
So bad, bro. I want it to be so bad.
Yeah. Okay, so this is another big question because I've made this work before. If you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
Ooh,
Anyone in the world.
dead, dead or alive, or does they gotta be alive?
I would prefer alive because I can't make a dead person like collaborate with you.
We got
Unfortunately.
AI, man.
No
Anything's possible.
no John Lennon collabs. No
Damn,
John.
that's the one. Dang. I mean, obviously Frank Ocean would just like I would never have to release another song again if I did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I could make a banger with like Teddy Swims, Giveon, Daniel Caesar. Those would be. I feel like those are like the big three in R&B right now, outside of like
Mhm.
Chris Brown and Usher, like the legends. Like those are like the
Yeah.
upcoming three. Um, but I wouldn't mind making a song with Glorilla either. That would be so fun.
I have the dumbest idea. So I made these like business cards for like, like getting people, just hand my business card if you want to do an interview or something like that. And we're going
Hmm.
to Hinterland this year, and like Tyler the creator will be there. And I'm like, out of all the big creators that would do something so stupid to do an interview with a guy in Iowa in his bedroom, it would totally be Tyler.
Absolutely, bro.
100%. You'd be like, "Sup, gay man," or some
No, dude,
shit.
you got that's not even a dumb idea. Like, first off, that's a
He,
super smart idea. But I think you should go further and get like a cannon, like an air cannon. And as soon as he gets on stage, just blast his shit with like all your business cards.
they just go flying
They
everywhere. It's
just
like,
go
who
flying
the fuck
everywhere,
did
bro.
this?
Who the fuck did that? Read the card.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I ain't doing no goddamn fucking interview with this stupid idiot.
Bro, you're famous at that point though. The views
That's
are he's
true.
gonna have to interview
That's
you now
true.
at that.
Like, goddamn.
You gotta
Goddamn.
force his hand.
That's true. So what did you do in California? Why were you out in California?
I was living in small town Missouri, Farmington, Missouri for a couple years.
Uh,
And I was at that point, like that crossroad point where it was like I could buy a house here and buy property and try
mhm.
to start a family, or I could take a leap of faith and just go out to California and chase a dream and packed all my stuff and literally just went out to California. No plan, no nothing. Just went out to Orange County, California,
Oh
LA.
shit, Orange County?
Yeah.
Fuck, I know that very well. So do you know a band called Ginger Root? Um, Literally the most popular band in Orange County, like the most famous.
Can't say that I do.
Okay, so their music goes by aggressive elevator soul music. Yes, that's their description. But it's like 1980s
Nice.
themes. Everything is like in the 80s. It's like it takes like city pop and it like makes it modern. So it's like
Damn,
Japanese
that's
and
dope.
stuff. And no, I'm like super good friends with them. They got me free tickets in Chicago this Wednesday. They're touring with Japanese Breakfast. They were just at Coachella. They Japanese
Damn,
Breakfast was just on Jimmy Kimmel, and actually last night they were on Adult Swim.
damn.
Yeah, so
That's insane,
they're
bro.
big. I would say they're pretty
Well,
big, but
now I'm a douchebag that doesn't know the
no,
difference.
it's all right. It's all right. But now you do.
Now
But
I do.
I'll give you a quick shout out to them. I'll let them know you exist.
Yeah, just live them a little
Hey,
something.
they're
Don't
on the
ever.
road for a while. All right. It's like they need some jams to listen to. And I'm like, hey, you want to try this guy out?
You
Why
know,
not?
this guy,
There's this
he's
guy
open
in
to.
Cedar Rapids. He's just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
I don't
But
know. Future
yeah,
plans. There's some plans coming up. We'll see how long.
yeah. No, but I'll let him know. But I love Orange County. Shout out to Orange County. Um,
Man, Anaheim, Westminster.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
Long Beach.
did you ever go to college or finish up college or do anything like that or?
No, so I went to Kirkwood.
Hmm.
Um, School wasn't really for me, and then I joined a dance company. And one of the dancers was the leader of the hip hop club in the University of Iowa. And so I went to the University of Iowa for dance. Um, I did not finish because I ended up just like going on tour and like going to
Yeah.
dance for like this dance company. But yeah, I didn't finish school. School's not
Yeah.
it's not even that it was difficult. It was just like the homework idea was just weird to me. And nowadays these kids don't even have homework. My little nephew doesn't have homework ever. I'm like,
What?
what do you mean? What do you mean you don't have
What do
homework?
you mean? That's my question. Bro, your
These little
nephew's lying to
assholes.
you. That's bullshit. I'm just letting you know.
No,
That's
dude, my
bullshit.
dad went up to the school and everything. We went up to the school because I was mad. I was like, that's not
Now I'm
real,
mad. Now I'm mad.
bro.
Bro, it's not
These
like
little
I didn't
fuckers
have
don't go to
homework. We're not that
school.
they're like I don't know what's your age? Because you
I'm
said
32.
so you're 32, I'm 21, but still like I still remember 2000s, all right?
Homework,
Yeah, there was still pencil and paper. It still
bro. They don't do
exists,
none of that no more. They don't
brother.
even have grades, bro. They don't even have like A through F. They have like sufficient, exemplary, like shit like that. Like it's like
What
not
school
real,
is
bro. It's
this? I'm
not
writing
real.
this shit down. Is
Dog, he goes to McKinley Middle School.
that in Cedar Rapids?
McKinley. Yeah.
All right, I'm
It's
calling
like,
Tiffany. I'm calling.
bro,
I
it,
know
it
Tiffany
blows my
very well.
mind.
Yeah, no shit. God, that's crazy. But
No
yeah,
homework, nothing.
yeah, so like school for me is I'm stuck in the middle, to be honest with you. So I finished up Kirkwood. I got a double A. It was easy as hell. It was great. Shout out to Kirkwood. Love you to death. I miss you. But now I'm finishing up junior year of college at Iowa, and I'm a finance major. And like just 8 months ago, I hated college so much that I started doing these interviews just out of desperation to just like get out of it.
Anything.
Just
I need
I
to
don't
escape.
care what I do. Okay, so I tried to make a band twice, didn't work. Okay, we made a documentary over the summer. That went really well, but it took forever. What could we do in between? Well, interviews take what, an hour or so, or it's just a conversation. That's all it is. So
Right.
I was like, this is super easy. So I was like, and then I started making posters, and then I started doing this, and I'm like, well, this is a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun. So
Hell yeah.
I don't know where this will go in the future, but I hope like my dream job right now is um be a professional manager for a band. And I technically sorta am a manager.
Hell yeah.
Official slash unofficial manager of Outcast Orchard Sucks. Outcast Orchard, I should say that. Out in Boulder,
Hey.
Colorado. Shout out to them. Shout out to Andy. Um great album, great song for the summer. So hopefully we can take off his career so then I could join him and just see where that
You
goes.
gotta start speaking manifested, man. Not hopefully. When you guys take off, when
That
this blows up, you gotta
shit.
start speaking into existence, man.
That's
Where's the
true.
spells, brother?
That's true.
Where's the spells?
Oh, it
And then another
will.
thing,
I'm sure. It's
uh,
just a ticking time bomb. It's a matter of when.
exactly. Another thing too is, man, like every part of what you're doing now is gonna be a part of who you are later. So it's like
Yeah.
maybe you get back into, maybe you finish your finances, and that helps you as a a tour
Yeah.
manager. Maybe you come back to the shits. Money's always gonna be around. Shit, it's not like
Hmm.
it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
People always gonna be bartering with something or sending something. So yeah, man, chase your shit, dog. Do it now. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it while it's here, while it's fresh, while you love it. So many people's dreams die out. It's
You
the
know, it's
saddest thing I've ever seen.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy how much talent you can find on like opening mic nights or just
Hmm.
some random bar in Iowa City. Like what happened to you guys in Tampa. I mean, you
Yep.
guys just randomly performed that one song and then craziness
More and
happened.
more. I have a show at Moco once a month, a residency in
Hmm.
Moco. And a lot of the artists that we have on there are like really brand new artists, just
Hmm.
like some of them I met at karaoke. And I'm like, hey, come do 4 or 5 cover songs for me at my next show. And they're like, what? I'm like, yep. They're like, are you serious? I'm like, absolutely. And then Tanea, she's one of them. Miss Houston's one of them.
Hmm.
I've had them on multiple shows.
We got to
And
get
so it's
Quentin. Do you know who Quentin is?
absolutely.
Bro, he has an amazing voice. I have a compressor right here. I have a $150 microphone right here. Like I have an $800 computer right here. Just stand right here and make a single.
Bro, that's the thing though. Like if they
Like, bro.
haven't been like seen or like no like pushed, because that's
Mhm.
what most people need. A lot of people, if you have a good voice, you're not unaware of that. People react at karaoke, but it's like they never know if they're good enough to like get over that hump. And I tell everybody, I'm like, if you got a good voice, dog, record at least one song.
Yeah.
Watch what happens. Watch that spark light up. Watch you get addicted to that studio booth. Watch you. I'm telling you, dog. It's crazy. It's a beautiful thing to see, but it's yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's just people just. That's what I'm saying. It's chasing your dream has got to be like priority. Like the rest of that shit will fall into place. Finding that person or that person finding you, that job, that career, that house, all that shit will find you if you're doing what you love
Yeah.
and you love what you're doing. So it's like
Yeah.
chase that fucking dream, bro. That
No
bag will
kidding.
come. That house will come. That family will come.
Well, speaking of experience that you had, I did show choir as well. I did choir, I did the works, everything. I come from a family of amazing singers, and I can't sing. I mean, there's a couple songs, but I'm more of a bass, so more like Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, the classics.
Hell
But
yeah.
so I do well with those on karaoke nights, but like any other song, like the crowd's not feeling it and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't really take that path, but I still love that path. So that's why I'm more the manager, the finance side, if you will. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, chasing your dreams. I mean, this is kind of like my dream at this point. Like it's like this is great. I mean, I love doing this. I'll do it for fucking free. I don't care.
Yeah, bro.
So,
It's again all part of the process. It's like
mhm,
throwing yourself out there is the only way if you know if you can swim. You know what I'm saying? That's the only
that's
way you can find out if you can swim is by throwing yourself in the water. And so it's like
absolutely.
do the shit, man. And it's scary. It's supposed to be scary. You're doing something new. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be scary. So enjoy the ride, enjoy the thrill. That's the best part. The
Yeah.
journey.
So, where do you see yourself in like 2 to 5 years? Like, what's the end goal for you?
Well, I got plans right now to go to Germany.
Oh shit.
I have an uncle out in Germany, in Frankfurt, Germany, and he's like a DJ out there, like one of the bigger DJs out in that area.
Yeah.
And so the goal is midsummer, end of summer, to be out in Germany for a while, at least four or
Holy
five
shit.
months. Yeah, and then kind of just build out there. Try to take the music internationally. I mean, once you're in Europe, one spot in Europe, you can go to all of them. So it's
Hmm.
like just hop around Europe, bro, and spread my music and learn how to DJ from my uncle, so that way
Yeah.
I could make some money while I'm while I'm like out there. But yeah, man, the goal is to become international. I've been friend of mine, Riley Mobs. We just this year for New Year's, our word was intention. And so we're doing everything with intention all 2K25, bro. And so this year I've been busting my ass behind the scenes to kind of get myself to a point financially and like, everything just kind of clear some debts and get everything moving forward for that goal. And so, yeah, man, it's everything's just intentional, trying to get out there intentionally, share my music intentionally, making sure I'm just building an audience and trying to grow. And then eventually just, I want to find my stake in the game, kind of figure out, okay, this is for sure what I want to do in it. Whether that's a writer, A&R, whether I want to be a music or continue to sing. I still have some acting chops I want to get out, so maybe go into acting. But
There you go. That'd
I
be
don't know,
fun.
man. It's kind of up in the air right now, and I think that's the best part. Is just
Yeah.
enjoying it and doing it.
That kind of reminds me a little bit of Hippocampus. I know it's a little stretch, but when Hippocampus first started, I saw them way back in the day, like 2017 or 2018. They were just out of college. Like I looked them up on Spotify, maybe 300,000 listeners monthly, maybe. Guess what? They went to Germany, they went to Australia, then they blew up. So you never really know
Yeah,
what audiences are gonna react to your music. Like maybe you do super well in Germany, maybe you don't, but then you do really well in Spain. I don't know. I mean,
exactly.
it's throwing yourself out
Like
there.
right now, like my analytics, like thank God for analytics. That's so great for artists, so I could know where my hot spots are.
hmm
But like Africa, like my music's jumping in Africa. It might not be jumping in Chicago or LA right now, not
Yeah.
yet. But you know what I'm saying? Like figuring out where your hot spots are, and then pouring a little bit of investment into that can
hmm
also lead into sustain like just growth, man. And it's also just like don't be. I'm a hometown guy for sure. I want to put on for Iowa and I want to put on for St. Louis and like all that.
Yeah.
But you gotta leave the cage. You gotta leave the
Yeah.
nest and,
And you could
and
always come
put
back.
yourself out there.
I mean, there's always you can
Yeah,
always come
Iowa ain't going
back.
nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I tell people that all the time. Like, just move. They're like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
move to Hawaii. I'm like, do it, bro. We can always come back here. And then
Yeah.
like, you can't get your same job, come back and get your same job, get the same apartment, hang out with the same people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy. Well, I got no more questions for you. I hope you have the best of luck in Germany. That's actually really cool you're doing that though. That would be a lot of fun. Shit, I might have to join you. Who knows?
Hop out, bro, please.
I know I have that. I know that kind of change. College is expensive.
College is crazy right now.
Don't even. How much do
I
you
don't
think
even
I
want to bring it
spent?
up. I don't
How
even
much
want to
do
bring
you
it
think
up.
I spent in college? I know at Iowa for 1 year, and I don't
At
live on
least
campus.
55.
50, 5,500 or 55,000?
55,000, 5,500.
Oh,
What are you paying
really? No,
55?
no, not that much. I'm still in state, so it was 20. But
Oh, that
but
ain't
I
too
paid that
bad.
out of pocket.
Ooh, ew, no. You gotta
No, I
start
make
looking
it
into these
work.
grants and stuff, bro. Like there's some music grants around here. They'll
Uh,
help you out with your
yeah,
college.
we'll see.
Uh,
But
yeah, bro.
I'll work. I'm still God, fucking was it? All right, I gotta look them up. I always forget the acronym. KRUI, the college local radio station in Iowa. I'm I still have no idea who the leader of that is. I've DM'd everyone, talked to everyone. I've met people in the building. I've been there 3 times now in a week, and I still have no idea who's in charge because I'm trying to put your music on the air. I'm trying to put Andy's music on the air. Like, I don't even care if you have 2 monthly view. Like, I don't care if anyone even listens to it. I just
Right.
need it on the fucking radio for a
On the
publicity
fucking
stunt.
air, bro.
I just
That's the
need it on
thing.
the air. I do not care.
That's the thing, bro. Is like this area is so weird. It's like you'll play local radio stations will play a Taylor Swift song that's 12 years old, 20 years old. But
And
local
then
artists, so many local talents around here that are
there
really
is.
amazing,
There
and they're just
absolutely is.
not putting them on, man. It's wild.
I mean, that's kind of like what I'm doing. I'm force feeding it down their throats because like I'm just making these posters and I'm just gonna throw them everywhere. And I'm
We
like, well, now you
appreciate it,
have to
man.
pay attention.
Yeah, and man, there's people like you that help people like me. You know what I mean? Like really, that's the difference makers. Like once people
Well,
see it, see other people doing it,
mhm.
that's when shit starts folding
Well,
up.
I get so one thing I've learned over the years is I get a lot of perks. Like I said, the free tickets in Chicago, which is a very big deal. But like, down the road, like if do become a manager, I could like help you out again. You could help me out with something. There's connections there, and
Networking
then you
is
just become,
everything, bro.
yeah,
Networking
seriously.
is everything.
It really is. It doesn't even matter if you have a college degree anymore. It doesn't even
Hell no.
matter.
Hell no.
I always said this. They do not care like what you can do. They care about like who you know.
Yep. What can you bring to who can you bring to the table? How many
Yeah,
people can you bring?
absolutely.
That's uh yeah, bro. We'll definitely get you in a few events. I got a launch party coming up
Yeah.
May
Give me
23rd. So
that list of people you shout out now. You got a long ass list.
I
Because
got you,
I would
bro.
love to put them on the stories and stuff so like they could see this. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man.
All right, I
Hey,
gotta give
thank
one
you
more
so
shout out.
much. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
bro.
more shout out.
I got one more shout out, bro. First, I want to thank you, bro. I appreciate
Oh,
you. Thank you for
yeah.
having me. I'm grateful. I got to shout out Keep Up Entertainment. I got to shout out Keep Up Food Truck Mobile Catering. Got to shout out Hazards. We just released a song yesterday, 2 days ago, called Closer with Riley Mobs. It's out everywhere.
Mhm.
TNT is dropping another project in like a couple months. At Iowa Summer Jam. So make sure you get your tickets out with Summer Jam. Don't worry, I'll get you tickets to that. And then,
Oh shit.
yeah, man, May 23rd, Keep Up Entertainment launch party, North Point.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
I'll try to be at some of those events. It depends on what my work schedule is, but other than that,
I know you're a
yeah,
busy man.
I'm a busy man. I'm doing things.
I appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, thank you. No, seriously. Hey, take care, man. Have fun in Germany. I'll see you around. I'll see you at Hazards for
I'll see you
sure.
soon, brother.
See you soon.
Karaoke.
Oh yeah. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.